Jonathan, good to see you. Thanks so much for your time.
You're welcome.
It's interesting because with this film, it's this kind of balance of the coming of age, and you've worked on some of my favorite series in that kind of genre, but then there's the sport kind of karate component of it. What was that like kind of establishing that balance while you were going into production? Because I find that very interesting.
Yeah, well, I think it was always at the core of the movie, and it was very important to me that the martial arts was a really cool piece of this movie to elevate it from where it had been on television to making it theatrical. And I think you can't enjoy all of the amazing martial arts sequences without loving the characters first. So for
Yeah.
me, it was just a case of what can we do to sort of like position this kid in this world and then get to be like, whoa, this guy can fight too. That's awesome.
Whenever there's kind of a situation like this film where it's familiar territory but unfamiliar territory at the same time, I feel like it's a unique kind of opportunity for everyone involved. Did it feel like that, where there is kind of characters and worlds that we've seen before, but there's also characters that we've never seen before? Do you think about that at all from a directing perspective?
Yeah, I think it was very exciting to me to play with the first piece of the puzzle, which is the kid training the guy
Yep.
to kind of like to kind of make that work. And what does it mean when you're not training physical moves? You're not doing wax on, not doing wax off. You're actually teaching a way of thinking. And that folded into the Miyagi piece that has gone through Cobra Kai towards the end of Cobra Kai and into this. It's more like it's not a kick and a punch you're teaching. It's an approach to life through martial arts. That was really interesting to me as a way of kind of executing that, but also tonally for the feel of the movie. How do you take the original world of Karate Kid and change the approach and the tone to how it's delivered so that it feels like a different movie without breaking the original mold that's so enjoyed.
I love that you have, of course, the poster of I'm Not Okay With This behind you. I loved that series.
Mhm.
The reason why I love that series is it was this slice of life coming of age to have these like OMG moments. The Karate Kid universe and, Cobra Kai have
Mhm.
those OMG moments as
Yeah.
well. What is that like navigating the fact that you have this coming of age story with the relationships, but because of the high pace kind of action of the karate and the martial arts,
Mhm.
there will be these OMG moments. What's that like for you?
I mean, I think it's the best thing of how all movies should be, right? For me, it's like this movie is a theatrical motion picture. So I'm like, what are those OMG moments for everybody sitting in that theater? And it could be a Jackie Chan doing a thing. It could be when you finally see Li Fong do the thing that he needs. And also, it can be a really small moment where you connect him to his brother or to his mom, or a little look for Mia and to him. I think it's exactly that. It's whereas with my previous work, it was a slower burn through the coming of age. This is like, hello, here we go. We're in New York, and whoa, we got to go fight, and now we're back, and then we got to go fight again. So it's like the fights were a different piece within the orchestra of making something.
Absolutely. You get to work with Wyatt Olef again for this film. Take me through that conversation with him, knowing that this is a different role compared to how he played in I Am Not Okay With This. Like, I'm just curious about that kind of conversation with his role in this film specifically.
I mean, look, I wrote the part exactly for Wyatt. The whole time I was like, there's only one guy who I know can do this part. And I called him and I said, hey, I wrote a part for you for Karate Kid. And he was like, oh, okay, Karate Kid, sure. He read the part and he was like, I'm in. So he just came down and he just enjoyed himself. Him and Ben got on just like Alan and Lee do in the movie. And, Wyatt is such a funny guy. And so it was just an amazing thing to have him bring that comic relief. And now that we're showing people the movie, people are like, oh my God, I love Alan. And I was like, everybody loves Alan because it's Wyatt.
I can't wait for people to see Karate Kid Legends in theaters. Jonathan, it was great chatting with you. Thanks so much for your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.